Hello everyone, this is Vignesh. Today we're gonna solve a calculus problem. Um, Assume that f of 2 is 3, f prime of 4 is 3, f prime of 2 is 2, g of 2 is 4, g prime of 2 is negative 3. Find the derivative of f square of x plus f of g of x at x is 2. Okay, we have a bunch of data for function f, the derivative of f, and similarly for g. So we need to derive the given function and plug the value for x is equals to 2. Okay, let's see. So let's say the given function, let's say it is h of x. H of x is f square of x plus f of g of x. Okay. How do I derive this f square of x? We know how to derive x square, but how do I derive f square of x, right? It's the same as x square. So derivative of x square is 2 times x. Derivative of x square is 2x, right? In the same way, derivative of f square of x, like f of x times f of x. So if I'm gonna take a derivative, it is going to be 2 times f of x times f prime of x, right? We need to derive the function 2 times f of x times f prime of x. The reason why we don't have x prime, because x prime or derivative of x is simply 1 here, so that's why we don't have this one. So f square of x derivative is 2 times f of x times f prime of x. Perfect. And what about this f of g of x? How do we derive that? Like, what kind of function is that? It is a composite function, right? F of g of x. F of g of x is a composite function. Like, what are the real world examples? Like, not real world, but mathematical examples. Like, for example, secant of 5x, right? Secant is one function and 5x is one more function. Secant of 5x, secant is f and 5x is g. So that's why we have two functions clubbed together. So if I say secant of 5x derivative, what are we gonna do? First, we will derive secant 5x, right? Secant 5x derivative, and then derive 5x as well, right? So first we're deriving the outermost function f, and then we are going to the inner function. So in the same way, so secant 5x, we're not concerned about the result of secant 5x derivative or 5x derivative. We know secant 5x derivative is tan square 5x, or not tan square, sorry, my bad. Tan 5x times secant 5x, and then derivative of 5x is 5. So in the same way, if I am deriving f of g of x, right? If I'm deriving f of g of x, what I'm gonna do is derive the outermost function, which is f prime of g of x, and now I have to derive the g function, so that is g prime of x. So f of g of x derivative is f prime of g of x times g prime of x. So let's plug everything into h of x. So here, let me rewrite. H of x is f square of x plus f of g of x, and I derive h of x, so h prime of x, so f square of x is 2 times f of x times f prime of x plus f of g of x derivative is f prime of g of x times g prime of x, right? So those are the derivative. So now we will plug x is equals to 2. So h prime of 2 is 2 times f of 2 times f prime of 2 plus f prime of g of 2 times g prime of 2. Let's see if we have all the values in the given problem. We have, okay, we have f of 2 value. F of 2 value is 3 and f prime of 4 is 3. So f of 2, let's plug f of 2 to be 3. 2 times 3 and f prime of 2. F prime of 2 is 2. So f prime of 2 is 2. 2 times 3 times 2. And now we have f prime of g of 2. So what is g of 2 value? G of 2, I think it is 4. G of 2 is 4 here. So g of 2 is 4. Go back and plug f prime of 4 times g prime of 2. G prime of 2 is negative 3. So let's plug in g prime of 2 to be negative 3. Perfect. And we also have f prime of 4 value. F prime of 4 is 3. So let's also plug in f prime of 4 in the next step. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. F prime of 4 is negative 3 times negative 3. Maybe I made a mistake. Let me go back and check. G prime of 2. G prime of 2 is negative 3. F prime of 4 is positive 3. It's not negative 3. My bad. So let's correct that. 12 plus 3 times negative 3. So 12, 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, and plus minus is minus 9. So 12 minus 9. 12 minus 9 is 3. So the derivative at x is 2 is 3. So let's see what we did. Let's review. So we are given some bunch of data like what are f of 2, f prime of 4, g of 2, g prime of 2, and we are asked to derive f square of x plus f of g of x. So what we did is consider the entire given function as h of x, f square of x plus f of g of x, and then f square of x is same as x square, but instead of x we have a function f of x. So we derive, like how we derive x square is 2x. So f square of x derivative is 2 times f of x times derivative of f of x. So that's clear. 2 times f of x times f prime of x. And for f of g of x, I took an example like secant 5x. And if I have to derive secant 5x, I derive the secant function first and then go and derive 5x. So in the same way, f of g of x is first I derive f prime and then go to g of x. So it is a chain rule, f prime of g of x times g prime of x. Perfect. So we derived, we plugged value 2 and have all our values in the equation. So we plugged and we solved. So the answer is 3. Perfect. Yeah, I hope you like the problem and you understand the problem, and thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe to more videos, and yeah, I will also put this problem in the description, so do check it out. You can download it for free. If you're working similar kind of problem, it might be useful for you. All right, thank you, take care, bye bye.